Welcome everyone on YouTube, and I am so blessed and grateful to have the amazing Anick here. So let me tell you about Anick. She is an intuitive business mentor, voice healer, TEDx speaker, and an international best-selling author who has created her own unique modality called voice tapping. So she'll share more about that. She has spent the last 15 years teaching thousands of awakened women and men globally to create lives beyond their wildest dreams. Anick specializes in helping empaths, spiritual leaders, and heart-centered entrepreneurs to embody their highest lucrative joy so that they can grow their business with ease, in flow, make more money, and have more fun. And we all want that, right? So her work is deep, somatic, energetic, yet fun. She takes her clients on a sacred and playful journey to release energies, transmute old beliefs, heal on a cellular level so that they can step into a more sovereign version of themselves and have less fear and more love. With a lifelong passion for teaching, Anick Patry offers her programs globally in French and in English to uplift her clients to use and own their own creative power and embody their joy. Raised in Quebec, she now lives by the sea in Australia. She loves singing, swimming in the ocean, as well as dancing, yoga, and nature. Anick is on the planet to inspire you to restore inner harmony, express your true voice, and be the spiritual badass you were born to be. I love that. Welcome, Anick. Great to have you here.
Thank you, Linda Joy.
And I love your mission and your vision on this planet. So to start off with, can you share what inspired you to jump on this path of helping to awaken other humans? On this playground that we call Earth,
So yeah, that's a big question, right? Like, I guess, it's a little bit like when you have an awakening, when you often, us humans, we go through challenges, through adversity, and or we question the meaning of life. What am I doing here? Like sometimes it takes a crisis for a human to really wake up. Like, we're a bit funny like that, but like we had the pandemic, like everyone was kind of forced, obligated to go to some deep self-inquiry because the world kind of shut down. So we had to kind of sit and reflect and look at, okay, well, what my life is all about when I'm not running around my tail, or like what
up that busyness.
That's right, the busyness, because which it's coming from survival, from our nervous system. Like, we feel like we're worthy of living, of existing when we're doing. Yeah. And we're not conditioned and programmed to learn to just be,
stop and breathe.
Being, as opposed to doing.
Exactly. So what was the event that really, helped you to jumpstart your business, that triggered you into, whoa, this is the path I'm going on?
Yeah, it's an ongoing project, right? I mean, it's a choice where, like, for me, it's an heart opening, and it happened in many different episodes of challenges of life, and the deeper I went into myself and the more cracked open, it could be like a lot of things. Could be a divorce, could be like a relocation in a different country, it could be losing a very lucrative job, it could be to someone die, or like you close, like there's a lot of things that happen in a human life and events, and sometimes it would crack you open, and so I had a few of those. I had a few little episodes, and so every time it's the choice of loving myself, of really holding myself in a cocoon of compassion and of self-discovery, because when you go through that, you really discover what lives inside of you. And so I decided to make a business out of the content of my life, basically, the content of my existence and the content of my heart, the beat of my heart, the love in my heart became so loud that I had to make a living of being myself.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Does that make sense?
Absolutely. And when you go through that process of self-discovery, you drop in and start operating from your heart space, and then you're being your true authentic self. And and each person, that's what we're all coming to, that place of exploring. And the more people that can do that, well, then they have more peace and love and joy in their life on a daily basis. So how specifically or what processes do you use in order to help others who may not be, who are going through trauma or going through emotional significant events, and they're trying to grasp, like, where do I go from here? So what processes do you take people on?
Well, where I'm at on my journey, I'm not an expert in working with like deep traumas. Like I've past that phase of helping, because us and Pat, we can be wanting to help everyone, but I'm not helping everyone anymore. So I don't specialize with deep trauma, even though I really understand, empathize, and recognize, and so in my work there's deep inner work that occurs. There's deep self-inquiry, and there's half of my work is really inner work, because to be able to manifest and magnetize and create and being in your power as a creator, you need to always look within. If you're not getting what you want from the outside world, you need to clean your inner house. You need to declutter. You need to let go. You need to go within, declutter, clean the inner house, make it nice and spacious and clean and welcoming, so that you can really attract what your hearts truly desire in your mission, in your business, and in your personal life. It goes together. So, we might hit blocks. Yeah, there might be a hidden little trauma, a fear, an emotion that hasn't been processed or released from childhood or from past life. Yeah, that happens. I'm very, very, very good in that work, 100%. I can hold a space and I can see exactly where my clients would be sabotaging or blocking themselves. So we do that work. And yet what's really exciting is when we're able to release that and jump into, step into what you really desire to create, manifest. That's where the fun is, the joy and the fun is there, is in the creation. it's not to say that, yeah, sometimes and often we're in our own way, the mental chatter goes on, so we need to really pay attention. But the work that I do is on a mindset, is energetic, is deep inner work, is it's the whole nervous system, mindset, and energetic. So it's a real program where we look at all aspect of you, and it's a full, powerful, transformational piece that I guide you through, so you really come out of that completely transformed and completely, I'd say, free. You get more freedom and spaciousness to make decision in alignment with what your heart's desire.
Beautiful. And is that part of the voice tapping, or your voice tapping can you explain what your voice tapping is? And do you include that in your sessions?
Voice tapping is a modality. I mean, there's gazillions of different modalities. It's a modality that I've channeled because I receive information. We all do, but it's whether our channel is open. I'm definitely a channel. I channel pure consciousness. And so for me, what the modality that came through, that God or the divine or the universe, whatever you believe, your audience believe in, it's a modality that's been working to help me with ancestral traumas. It has helped me tremendously. It's been gifted to me. It's been guided by my spirit guides, by, I'm very connected to Hathor and Mother Mary. I don't know if your audience will understand that, but they're ascendant masters. They are they're very powerful teachers, but they're not in the human form anymore. They're in the invisible plane, and they help me to work with my voice, to work with tapping and voice, and to release these contracted energies in my nervous system, in my mind, in my body. They were trapped there, and they were holding me back to take space to speak my truth. So voice tapping is a modality I've created that Anick, it's coming through Anick quite organically. That helped me, and that helps my clients. I had clients who manifested the house of their dream, the soulmate, the double income, the business of their dream, like amazing, powerful results. So it's really fun to, it's like, whatever modality, some people use kinesiology, which is also very powerful. So voice tapping is using your voice, using your body, and I channel divine truth. So we're going to acknowledge the block, the fear, the limiting belief, the pattern that you keep repeating that stops you being in the flow, creating, so that stops you getting what you want.
And do you follow the EFT tapping points when you're doing the voice tapping? Or
I'm not following any of these structures, but it's definitely inspired by emotional freedom technique, tapping on different energy points on the body. Yes, it's inspired by tapping, so there is tapping involved, but I'm not following. And it's guided, it's channeled. So for each individual, what we're working on, it's just going to come through, and we're going to reframe it with the divine truth, with what's really true, and what's no longer the false belief or the false identity that we can attach ourselves to in, I'm bad, I'm wrong, I'm not good enough, I haven't done enough, I should know better, I should be somewhere else, like all these self-judgment, this self-criticism,
beliefs that are just running the old programs
in the default program, and they really stop us. They freeze your nervous system. They keep you in fear and paralysis analysis. They're not making you moving and dancing with life and taking inspired action. And what's exciting thing I can do to serve humanity, to help, to express what is for me to express now, to emerge from my soul, to co-create, see that energy. When you're in that energy, you're in that creative energy. But when you're like, oh my gosh, she didn't call me, or maybe she doesn't love me anymore, he didn't do that, oh my gosh. And then you go in the rehearsal of fear.
Mm-hmm.
No, so sometimes we need a bit of a voice tapping, or that's my modality. That's one of the modality that I love using. Sometimes that's not what it's required, because I work intuitively and somatically with my clients. Very, very, very intuitive, very somatic. So sometimes something else is needed, it might be just a question or a silent pose, or we know what's needed. Well, I know what's needed in the moment, always with my clients. So it's taking a pause, listening what's required. And voice tapping, I find that it's often super useful, transformational, and really efficient to take you from where you are now and have an energy shift on perspective and perceptions,
Yes.
Yeah.
I absolutely understand what you're saying. And with the energies, especially this year, are so powerful, so intense, and the silver lining of the last few years has actually been a blessing to force people to go within, to actually start meditating if they weren't already. But it's like there's this huge awakening on the planet of a lot of people. And this year, the energies, the transformation, everything that's been unfolding is just rapidly, like, really lifting up the energy vibration on the planet, which is really exciting. But if you are struggling or suffering with something, well, then you're also feeling that intensity. With your clients that come to you, what are you noticing with this wave right now, predominantly what people are coming to you for? Have you noticed a theme?
That's a good question. I suppose, like I generally work on a program, like on a 6 months, 9 months program. So we work together for a certain amount of time, because I really believe that we can go really deep and we can really see some tangible results on the other side. It's not like a one band, thank you, ma'am. Like, it's not like
It usually doesn't.
One-off. So we develop this beautiful trust relationship. We go deep, and I love that. And in my group program is the same. It's like we really get to connect and know each other, and there's a sense of safety, because often us human, if we don't feel safe, we won't dare to be vulnerable and to bring all parts of ourselves. And so in these longer term programs, it's really beautiful. Like, there's a lot around really, and that's a big component of my work as well. It's like learning to choose yourself, learning to really put yourself first, as opposed to people pleasing and ass licking. I'm going to say it, so I'm going to speak my truth here. Like, literally, like puppy dog syndrome, like, you know what I mean? Putting everyone first and denying our own needs and desires to be loved, to be liked, to be appreciated, to fear rejection, to fear abandonment. And we all been there, like, you know what I mean? I have a big trauma around the abandonment issue and rejection issue. And I totally
that well.
Yeah, I totally understand and empathize, and it's a painful one, and overcoming that takes a huge amount of courage, and it means again and again and again to choose yourself. So that's a theme. If you ask me for a theme, that's a big theme that we unpacking and unfolding, and it's a big one. Choosing you, choosing your heart, choosing your soul, choosing what's true for you over and over and over again. And it's not that easy. It's not that straightforward.
Well, on this dance that we have the beautiful opportunity, as humans, and then come into relationships. And what I've been noticing with a lot of my clients are coming because of relationship breakdowns, and then feeling that abandonment or rejection, or really struggling with the separation. But it's like, well, when you come back, into your sovereignty of who you truly are, and not looking to the outside world or anyone in the outside world to fill you up. And so that's a big one that's coming up for many people, because the energy is really forcing people to look at their relationship, and is it serving you or not? And so that's where it's about being honest with yourself, and also not looking at, where's my soulmate, where's my partner, where is, because that's coming from a place of lack as well. And so
it's such a I hear you there. It's a journey to, we all go there, we all go in the lack and the scarcity, and it's a journey to come back to joy. It's a journey to come back to abundance. It's a journey to choose your heart, and to remember that no matter what's here in your physical presence, or who's here or who's not here, is to always be your own best companion, your own best friend, to be kind with the self. It's really big in my work. It's big part of my message, be kind with yourself, self-care.
Absolutely.
It took me look, Linda Joy, it took me a near-death experience to I got, like the brick in the face over and over again, until I had like a big illness in 2017 where I lost everything. I lost my capacity to walk, like I completely was on my way out.
Same year. I went through the same thing.
Oh, bless. And then self-care, like being kind and compassionate for the human. It's a big job being a human. It's a full-time job. You may as well be paid for it just to be a human, right?
Absolutely. So, Anick, tell us about your new mastermind. It's called the Quantum Elevation. Would you like to talk about what's involved and what that includes, and when is that starting? That sounds very exciting.
I know, right? I'm excited. I haven't talked about it yet. I just started to post a little bit, and I'm just like, I feel very virgin.
Well, here's your opportunity. Let's put it out there in the world right now. When does it start?
We start at the end of the year. I want to start in 2023. So we're going to kick off probably by the mid-end of November. Yeah. So we started this year, and we journey together for, how you end the year is how you start the next.
Yes.
How you end this year is how you start the next. It's like relationship. How you ended a relationship, it's how you're going to start the next one.
Exactly. Any unfinished business from that will be carried over. It's like brought forward.
Yeah. So I love that. So, you know, it's so the quantum elevation. Well, this year I've launched Voice Elevate and Connect, which is a workshop-y style kind of networking event where I offer voice tapping, and where amazing women like you, awakened women, heart-centered on a mission, like spiritual badass, like incredible human, come and gather, because in our own, you know, doing our stuff in our own little corner can get a little boring. So we need to gather, join forces. Anyway, so through this, the word elevation kept coming for me this year. Elevate, elevate. It was just in my awareness, in my field, in my energy field. It was very present. And I feel like I had to go through a bit of I'm still going through a lot of breaking down my ego. And it's bloody hard.
Yeah, well, it's a rebirth for everyone.
Oh my gosh, I tell you what, so anyway.
Everyone's going through those labor pains, and it's like, oh,
right.
ouch.
It's uncomfortable. So anyway, this energy of, in the word elevate kept coming,
Beautiful
from me.
I love it.
Yeah, and I manifested a substantial amount of money in very short time in July, like in 4 days. So I saw my capacity to receive as expanded. And with the clients that I've been attracting, and the energy, all that, there's new choices I've made. So it feel relevant to bring it to like the quantum elevation. She elevates, like you elevate, we elevate, we elevators. We press the button, we go in the elevator. Ooh,
and we just keep going up to another level, upgrading
right.
Just human operating system. It's like, well, how high do you want to go?
That's right. And at the same time, we do the work like on a more linear, like in
That's right. Yeah.
on Earth, and but so what's going to happen in quantum elevation is well, it's for you. It'd be perfect for you, Linda Joy. I'd love you to join us. It'll be perfect for you. Is a place where you'll be held, you'll be seen, you'll be transformed to your next level with your soul's work, as charging, coming in a place where you magnetize your ideal soulmate clients, coming in a place where you're messaging your work in a way that feels really aligned with you, when you are you're creating in flow. You are, I'm going to give you so much. There's 6 modules, we go together for 6 months. So your self-care, your self-love, your self-expression, we're going to go through your self-leadership, your intuitive creativity. It's an in-depth, it's a very, very powerful container. So if you want to be supported with, with your by your soul family, and we all know that consistency is imperative, is so important. So you want to feel safe, you want to feel loved, and we're going to unlock your blocks around your self-worth, because we all have them, like worthiness blocks, taking space, voicing the truth, and your blocks around like feeling safe. Sometimes we're about to go to the next level, but we're not quite feeling safe in our body. So we'll work on the nervous system component there to help you feeling safer within yourself, so you can show up in that space, and ask for what you really desire and receive it. So, and the other component is the ability. Sometimes we believe that we don't have the ability. I don't have what it takes to do this. And we go back to, I had an episode recently about that. Like, it's one of my biggest issues, the capability, the ability, what's the word? Capable? I can't pronounce this word.
Yeah, capable.
Thank you, capable. So that's one of my biggest issue, like believing that I can that I'm enough, I can do it. So in my little human self, that's where, I struggle the most. So we're going to work with that piece as well. So it's going to be elevating. It's going to be fun. We're going to celebrate your wins. We're going to see you really transform, seeing your energy just like, whoa, you're going to bring out the wins, the victories of celebrating your embodiment of your money piece, like more money coming in, more clients coming in, more clarity coming in, and it's going to be amazing, like really. Yeah, so I highly recommend you join. It's an intuitive and somatic mastermind quantum formation.
And that starts the middle of December. And how can
hopefully at the end of November. That's the goal.
Okay.
That's the goal. Yeah.
And please share, where can people find out more about you and also this mastermind?
Yeah, and Voice Elevate and Connect, amazing networking as well. Yeah, I guess the best way is to connect with me. I do have a YouTube channel, but you find all that information in the link I give you, Linda Joy, my Linktree. If you go to Anick Patry Linktree, if you put the link under the video,
I'll put that in the description.
Yeah, under that YouTube video, that'll be awesome. So people can just click on it and everything will be there. So book a call with me. That's completely free of charge. If you feel in alignment, you feel the vibe, you want to connect, and you match the description of what I've shared. Yes. Please, and you want to grow, you want to expand, you want to really share your voice out. And I also do in-person amazing voice activation. You've got to join them. They're so fun.
Awesome. Yeah. Is that different to the event you're doing next Friday, which is the Voice Elevate event?
Yeah. Voice Elevate, it's a gathering, but voice activation, they're workshops. Yeah, they're super fun. Yeah, we work with our voice and our body. They're absolutely delicious.
Beautiful.
So, yeah, come and join them as well. But yeah, just type up Anick Patry Linktree. Click on the link that Linda Joy is going to put under this video interview on YouTube, and book your call, and let's talk, and you'll have a look at all the offerings that I've got there. Yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you. So what would you like to share in closing with the listeners? What little tips or tools or blessings would you like to share right now before we wrap up?
I'm going to tune in. What's What I would love to share with you is when you catch yourself not being in flow, self-judging yourself, when you know that there's more to you, that you could take more space, you could be more visible, you can express yourself in a more truthful way, you can make more money, there's more to you, and that you've been holding back. Reach out for support.
Yes.
Don't stay in the I'm all alone in this, I'm in a shameful place. Don't stay there. Reach out for help. And when you're in that flow, celebrate it, go for it, and enjoy the multiple orgasm.
The juiciness of the flow, and
yes. And the flow, when you're there, celebrate, be grateful, be grateful, be grateful, be grateful for this life, for creating. Remember, you're a creator, you're a creatrix. You're a powerful creatrix. You have to join our retreat as well. We're offering a retreat.
But when is your retreat?
It'll be next year now, but yeah, so that.
And whereabouts? What location?
Potentially in the Blue Mountains. That's where we did our last one in last November. It was amazing. The Sacred Creatrix, Unleash Your Sacred Creatrix was badass. It was so good.
Awesome.
And, oh, so much fun. And so yeah, so I'll keep you posted on that. But yeah, well, these are the containers you want to be with your soul family. You want to be in these places where you can express and share your projects, share. So when you're in these containers in a retreat or in a mastermind with me at Quantum, the Quantum Elevation, that's a place, a safe space where you can really be seen and express your vision, your desires, and you're not going to be put down or judged, or you're going to be able to really
the group cheers you on and enhances you. It's like the phoenix rising. You all raise up together. It's like automatically, when one person's rising, it's like, whoa, I'm on this rocket ship as well. And that's the excitement of group work.
That's right. That's right. Yes. So good, so juicy. And when the little self shows up, to feel safe enough to reach out and express it, because these are energies that needs to be expressed. They're trapped in the body, the tears, the anger, the fear. That's where we hang out, human being. Fear, anger, sadness, fear, anger, sadness. That's where we hang out. That's the programming.
Exactly. Though we all came in with these shadow aspects of ourselves. So it's about embracing those shadow aspects, and not judging ourselves in the process. Like you said, lots of self-love. And it's like, oh, I've got this about myself. Well, how can I transmute the energy instead of judging it? Just embrace it. And it's like, okay, well, that's what makes me unique.
Yeah, that's so true. Beautifully said, Linda Joy.
Yes. Anything else you'd like to share before we finish up? Because I know
I'm a sharer. I'm a sharer. I'm a giver. I can share a lot. When you get me going, we're talking about what I'm passionate about. We can have a conversation for days, you and I'm sure.
I know.
But reach out, book your call with me, join us to the Quantum Elevation, or join us to the networking next week. If you're in Canada and America, it's next Thursday, Voice Elevate and Connect. Come and gather and get a sense of what it's like to be in each other's presence, and share about you, and receive a voice tapping. We're going to talk about the theme. There's always a theme. It's going to be owning your power this month. On October, owning your power. So come next Thursday night for American and Canadian, 7 p.m. Eastern time, 4 p.m. Pacific time, and Friday morning, 10 a.m. in New South Wales, 9 a.m. in Brisbane. Now we've got all these times all over.
Yes.
So there's a link in my Linktree to register. You have to register, and then I'll send you the Zoom link. Come and play with us. It's super fun, and it's very enriching. You'll get clarity, you'll get seen. You'll probably meet soulmate clients or soulmate friends, so come and join us.
Beautiful. So I'll put all those links in the description under this video. And we are live on YouTube. So anyone listening, if you would like to reach out to Anick, please just click on the links in the description. And thank you so much for jumping on today, Anick. Lovely to connect with you. Thank you for sharing. And we will talk more again and do another YouTube live together, because I know that there's a lot of other subjects that we could deep dive into. So until then, sending much love and blessings to everybody, and bye for now.
Thank you.